So hard to the sea room at night. It's so really we have nothing to show but false words, broken dreams. I'm a big man on the shovels. I'll be on the lions in the dark. I am the first and the last. I find this land. I'm the last and the hunger. I need this land. Escape with no face of truth, space my head again. Disturbing, unable to stand back, going down. The undeniable sense of wonder kicks my head. It's so only unable to escape. I dive to the ground, I dive to the ground.
Well, what I think most of the watchers here is more interesting, how did you get to know each other and when did you decide to start Covenant?
First we got to meet each other like 10, 11 years ago, like in her hometown, Helsingborg, south of Sweden. We were classmates, we had the same interests in role-playing and the, like synthesizers. So Klaus had a lot of synthesizers, and I wanted to do music. Joachim was a friend of us and wanted to do music as well. He was the one who really was in the band. He had started synth band before us, so we were like put together. We saw Front 242 in a concert in
26th of April,
86
in Malmö.
On their what's the name of that tour?
I think it's the No Comment tour.
Yeah, the No Comment tour. It was really good. So we like on the train towards her hometown, we spoke like, oh, let's make a band. But that was a long time ago. A lot of friends and a lot of strange people. We played for a while, had a good time. When I did nothing, and 92, like thought of, okay, let's make something more serious, something good. And we entered that compilation of Memento Materia, the Autumn Leaves compilation, the Replicant song from our first album, Read to Cry Tank. And wow, this is good. Let's advance.
Then more to a little bit general, if someone was asking you who really has absolutely no idea of this kind of music, and he was asking you, what kind of music do you do? What would you answer? Really no idea.
We do warm music with computers. No, there was this guy from Manager of How you tell that bass is the most warm instrument. And I said, computers can be warm too.
If you cook them enough.
I really like working with computers, and we really like the sound of synthesizers. The sound of our music, I don't know what you call it in Germany, perhaps you call it electro, EBM. The first album was quite a lot EBM stuff. now the second album we try to do like, the name is Sequencer.
Yes.
So like, the idea is to, we work with the sequencer, with the computer, sequencer programming. We not try to work against it. We not try to make it sound human. We try to more make it sound even more computerized. So we listen to a lot of modern dance music, techno, house music, Dave Clark, and so on. So I like to explain like EBM, electro.
I'm the figurehead. I'm the figurehead on the shimmer poles. A beacon for the liars and the dark. I'm the first and the last. I claim this land. I'm the lost and the hungry, I need this land. I'm the figurehead, I need this land. I'm looking for the liars in the dark. I'm the first and the last, I claim this land. I'm the lost and the hungry who needs this land. I need your land.
Yes, the Dream of Cairo Tank was our first album I discovered at first and was very impressive to me, but there was one piece which pretty confused me. You three know which one. Probably.
The last one, perhaps?
The Cry Tank expansion.
Yes. What were your intentions doing this, and why had it to last about 25 minutes?
You know, the CD format is very long. It's 74 minutes.
And you had to fill it up.
No way. We were thinking, we make a normal album with like 10 or 11 songs, and we add a special piece for everyone to think about. And we were thinking, how do we do it the best? We could make a 25-minute remix of one song, or we could do something very special. And at this time, when we made it, it was very unusual to make these ambient pieces. And we really felt like making an unusual statement on this last 25 minutes. So we tried to make something very different.
The song was originally when I was my home and like enjoying myself with a sequencer and a sampler, and also end of a silly demo song, and I pitched down the samples very far, like 3-4 octaves, and it sounded good, and I kept the sequencer going, and this is good, and I started the tape to record it. That was the original demo version of that song. And we made our first demo tape through the Swedish record company. We put that song on the second side of the tape. And we were doing the album, okay, let's do this one for real. And I think in 10 years, I think that song will be the best one.
If you take Frontline Assembly, Front 2 for 2, you said that you watched Front 2 for 2 a concert in '86. Did this kind of music influence your work? Really? Be honest.
I think the music that influences us is the music we're listening to. And 10 years ago we listened to a lot of Front, and that was 10 years ago. Today we listen to other kind of music.
Yes, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Oh.
Our first album was kind of like, we listened to a lot of music and a lot of influences. So we made the album and we like dealt with our influences. So okay, and after that one we could like getting further.